Welcome to Survival Theory. Today I'm in the Oconee National Forest in Georgia. Very secluded. I drove miles down a dirt road, then turned off of that road onto a forest road for about a half mile, parked there, then started hiking, and it is quiet. No planes, trains, automobiles, nothing. Just insects right now and an occasional bird. But it's going to be about 70 degrees by 7 o'clock in the morning. Right now it's about 90 and it's pretty humid. There's absolutely no breeze. So I just decided to come out here and check it out and spend the night and enjoy myself on a purposeful, peaceful night. I'm not looking for a hurricane, not looking for a rainstorm. Just want to enjoy the outdoors. So, let's go. I can only imagine how beautiful this place is in the spring. Mature dogwoods everywhere. They're just real thick right here. So when those white flowers bloom in the spring, I bet this is just a gorgeous area. It's hard to find a camping spot because everywhere is great. And I have a hammock, so almost anywhere will work. But just it looks good everywhere. Well, I decided to just camp right where I am now. Let's see, I've got an area that's somewhat clear of debris right there. Firewood right there. A few rocks I can pull up. There's a log for sitting down on. And for the hammock, well, I could stretch it, well, anywhere really. Nice. So I'll use some bark off of this juniper tree, and I'll use all these dead limbs at the bottom for kindling. I wonder if it's too moist. I got it. I think I got it. There's no way to describe how nice it is tonight. I'm not sweating. I don't feel hot. There's not that much smoke coming from the fire. I can see stars. just a beautiful night. So I've got my knife, my compass, I'm dressed properly, I've got 2 sources of light. So I'm going to grab the camera and go for a hike. See what's going on out here. I don't expect to see much, but go check it out anyway. Boy, at night this all looks the same. As you can remember, a distinguishing feature. And there's one distinguishing feature. I remember that hole. Now here's one thing I do at camp. I point the compass in the direction to get back, and then I put the north in the doghouse. That way, that's the direction I need to go once north is lined up, like that. So as long as I keep that red and the blue, I'm going the right direction to get out. So I don't have to think about it, it's just already set from camp. So let's follow this and see if I see some more landmarks on the way back. So there's another landmark. So I'm using my compass and identifying landmarks. And here's an extension of that landmark. That big pine tree right there. That's also very distinguishable. Look at that archway. That tree there making an arch. That's a landmark. Something to watch out for. So I'm headed back, and I purposely shine the light towards the direction of my travel, and now I can see it as I get closer to camp. I'll tell you what, that light's been on since dark. It's still going, so definitely a beacon to get back to camp without having to worry about getting lost. I'm pretty far away from camp now, maybe probably 100 yards. And I can still see that light. So that's pretty cool. It is so peaceful and quiet out here. I've actually been gone from camp for over an hour because I sat on a log, I turned off my flashlight, and I let my eyes adapt to the bright moonlight tonight. And I was just listening. Oh, there's a big dogwood right there. That's a nice dogwood. And it was just really nice listening to all the sounds in the darkness with only the moonlight. I probably sat for about 30 minutes. That light's still going. See how much charge is left on that. 75%, and it's been running since dark. That's pretty awesome. Alright, got quite a bit of coals here. I'm going to get a small flame going again and make some tea. So I heard something down by the bottom of the tripod, and it was a green anole. So that's pretty cool. I'll just let him go right over here. So I brought my Tivana mug pre-filled with some tea in there, some herbal tea, and I've got some big chunks of cane sugar down in there. So I'm going to go ahead and boil some water and add some pine needles down in here, and then pour the boiling water in here, have some herbal tea with a little bit of pine needle mixed in. And just like that, got some fresh pine needles. All right. So I'll start getting this water boiled. Hand-picked, fresh from the forest. Organic. No artificial ingredients. And I'll even use pine needles to clean it. Well, I've been sitting in the dark, except for the firelight, just listening to the sounds, enjoying the night, enjoying this tea. This wood I collected, a lot of it's dead dogwood. And it's burning very well. It's lasting a long time. I'm not sweating. I feel somewhat cool. It's going to be a great night. So I'll see you tomorrow. Another beautiful day in the forest. Still had coals from last night, so just put a few sticks on it. And I'm going to heat up a little water and have some oatmeal. So while that's heating up, let's go exploring. Now this is how well the dogwood grows here. You've got this large pine tree that fell on this dogwood, snapped it right there at a 90-degree angle, and it's still growing. All the way over here, here's the crown of the tree on the ground, and it's still growing. It's pretty awesome. Oh yes, that's definitely boiling, or was. Alright, so maple and brown sugar. Right. Just maple and brown sugar oatmeal with just a touch of ash. suspicious. Let's see if there's any coals left. Oh, there's one. Look at that. You can see the water level and how it affected what's baked on and what comes off easy. That was the water level. Pretty interesting. When I hung my pack, I noticed that there were some ants on the tree and they're starting to get on my pack. So I put this pine cone in between the pack and the tree, and then they didn't get on the backpack anymore. They weren't interested in the pine cone, so they didn't go further. Well, it feels like the fire is out. There's no more smoke. However, there may be something I missed. So I can't put these dry pine needles over it and leave no trace. I'm going to have to leave this exposed to make sure it doesn't start a fire later. So what I'll do is I'll put something green over this to show that the fire was out when I left it. And I'll go exploring in that direction, and on the way back we'll check on this. So now I have to come back because I'm going to leave my tripod and my backpack here, go exploring in that direction. I've got my knife and compass. I'm good to go. And also, where I'm camping, this is like the top of the hill. It slopes down in all directions. So I think if I go this direction, there's a creek down there. So we'll go check out that creek and grab our backpack and check on the fire on the way out. It's beautiful out here. Now check this out. I was noticing that blue up there. Check that out. It's like a rubber material of some sort. Now you combine this find with that strange metallic object from outer space that I found earlier. Things are getting real suspicious around here. I think I better get out of here before someone takes an interest in this stuff. Besides knowing that the camp is on top of the hill, I also put that cloth over the top of the tripod. And it's a distinguishing color. I saw it from quite a distance. Everything's picked up. Leave no trace except for the fire. I'm not going to put dry pine needles on top of that. Looks like it's going to do all right. No smoke. So I'll just leave it like that for safety reasons. What a beautiful area. But you do not want to camp in this area during high winds or a storm. Dead pine trees everywhere, all over the place, as you can tell by how many have fallen already. I don't know if that's because of pine beetles or what the story is, but lots of dead pine trees, and many of them are very large, very large. One of the unusual things about this trip so far, out here in this forest, I have not had to embrace the suck. Everything has gone great. I mean, the fire started relatively easy. There was very little smoke. Breakfast was good. The tea was good last night. It's a beautiful area. Nothing bad to say about this trip. No hardships, nothing. It was great. Beautiful weather. It was not even very hot. And I wasn't cold this morning. What can you say? Sometimes things just work out. Well, thanks for watching Survival Theory. Please share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. So beautiful out here.